Hi, I'm Paladin Lauren, and this is my car. I just thought that maybe I would do this while I'm driving because it's hard for me to find times to actually record stuff. So I just thought to maybe do this. I don't really have anything holding my phone, so I'm sure that I will be causing some sort of danger, but I don't know, maybe it'll work out. And Padamon's like super in the way, sorry. Very cute, but very in the way. Yeah, I just wanted to say that the reason that Fallout 3 is like the superior game is based not only in what I consider to be more fun mechanics, but also in lore and in heart and in storyline. I think that Fallout 3 just has like a clear cut, like idea of where they were going and a knowledge of the previous lore set before them. Like in Oasis, the guy there, and I forgot his name, I'm so sorry, I'm blanking it, but the guy that, Harold, but he has another name. But, yeah, like, he's in a tree, and, like, that's from, like, one of the other Fallout. I haven't played those ones because, like, I honestly have a really hard time playing more, like, dated games. But that's just so cool. Like, yes, like, what a great Easter egg that was for anyone that had played the previous games, I'm sure. Yeah, and just not only that, but just, like, everything that Fallout did aesthetically, like, was brilliant. And I just think that the other games are good. Like, I actually like New Vegas. I hated it when it came out, but I actually have come to like it a lot. But they are just lacking in, and maybe it's just purely my own nostalgia that makes me feel this way, but I'm not really, like, gonna nitpick New Vegas because, like I said, I like New Vegas. There are definitely some things. I live in a freaking desert, so New Vegas isn't the most appealing to me personally, but maybe it was for someone who, has lush stuff everywhere. Like, maybe New Vegas was like, oh, like, I love this, like, desolate desert vibe. Love it. That's great. That's great. Like, not a bad game. Because, do you know why it's not, a bad game? Is because the storyline is actually pretty cool. Like, it's not, 10 out of 10 for me, but, like, it's actually interesting that you're a courier and, like, you're not just, like, finding your long lost daddy. You're going out and you're finding, who killed you, and then you're, like, taking over the strip if you want to. Like, all of those things are really cool and really creative, and I like them. And I actually really like the bada bing Vegas vibe. Like, that's awesome. Like, I wish that they would have done more with the strip. I wish that they would have done more with the surrounding areas. It's, this wasteland has one, like, beacon of life, and it's, like, more than just 4 buildings. Which is, unfortunately, what, New Vegas was. It was, like, 4 buildings. Like, and I get that you can only do so much with a game, but they could have, I feel like, done more. But besides that, like, the real culprit here is Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 had so much potential, but it fell so flat. For me, it fell so flat. And I'll tell you when it fell flat for me, and there are spoilers, so if you have not played the game, play it and get your own opinion on it. But they took the storyline from Fallout 3, which was your father leaves to go and find, the water of life. Like, he's continuing on research that, like, he and your mother had. Like, it makes sense. And, like, it's good, and, I know people don't like that one, but at least that one, like, was its own thing. But when you take the storyline from Fallout 3, and you transfer it into Fallout 4, and just reverse it, put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it, then, and I know that's bad, sorry, but yeah, like, you've just you've diminished any joy for me. Like, all you do in Fallout 4, and I think I probably messed up the names. I'm sure I've called it New Vegas on accident. But all you do in Fallout 4 is, like, your son gets taken from you, and, like, that's crappy. I get, like, ugh, like, that gives you some, you know, reason to go. But they make it to where when you leave, like, to go find your son, it's so much later that when you find him, he's old. He's an old man. He's essentially like your dad. Like, he's old. And it pissed me off. Because it's like, really? Like, I get, like, the haha, like, you thought that maybe your son would still be your son, but he's old. Like, that, yeah, that sucks. Like, that would really, like, harm, you know, a parent's, you know, like, feeling of being there for their kid. Like, yeah, that sucks. But also, like, you just took the storyline from 3 and put it in 4. And then you made it worse by making him an old man. It just makes me furious, like, with the story, but it could have been something else. Like, I don't know. Like, what would I have liked to see? To have seen? I don't know. Like, I'm really bad at coming up with things like that on the fly. Like, I'm a terrible DM. But I'm sure that a team of people could have come up with something. No? We couldn't have come up with anything different? Like, even just, like, the, like, research, being, like, a driving factor, I feel like is a better, you know, thing in the apocalypse. Makes more sense. Like, and, like, yeah, like, obviously, if, you know, your family gets taken from you, you're gonna try and go find them. But, like, they made that the story. And also, like, the Commonwealth thing, you know, would have been really cool. And, like, honestly, I haven't played much of 4 because it pissed me off so bad. But, you know what would have been really cool is, like, the Ant Agonizer and, the Mechanic or whatever, like, having the Commonwealth just be full of, like, crazy people that are, like, I don't know, all fighting crime and, I don't know, anything else, please, just anything else. But yeah, that's my thing on Fallout 4. And I have, like, more things on Fallout 4 that I don't like, and I know this is just, like, a rant about something I don't like, and that's probably pretty boring, and, like, who asked you? Like, but I don't know, I just want to talk about it. And something else, like, that, you know, I just love Fallout 3. It's, like, one of my, like, favorite games. But yeah, like, this one just fell really flat. So that's it. Oh, and also if you could follow me on Twitter and Instagram at paladin_Lauren, and also follow me on YouTube, or follow me, I don't know, subscribe. The Paladin Lauren YouTube. I don't know, bye.